some books, small books. Okay, when I was in class 4 or 5, okay, there was some small story about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Class 4 or 5. अच्छा अच्छा, amazing, amazing, great actually.
Hmm.
Bihar, they have a lot of knowledge about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's really great actually.
I think in Bihar and Bengal especially, people know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Uh-huh.
My network is slow.
Bihar, everybody know about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Not everybody, but the people know because there is misperception about Bihari. Okay, but the Bihari people are the something like a voracious reader. Okay, they spend much time on study and all. Okay. So there are two separate image of Bihar. One is
Yeah, no,
like
why I'm
crime
asking
and one
Bihar,
yeah,
because the people in Bengal know, but
yeah.
I'm not sure about Bihar. Bihar and UP, they accept Lord Rama. They read a lot of Ramcharit Manas. So, but knowing about
Yes, that
Lord
is correct. But the
Lord,
people know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. People know about it.
that's what I'm asking. I know that Bihar, they read a lot of scriptures. The scriptures of Ramcharit Manas and Ramayana. There are lot of readings are there. So I just
Mhm.
wanted to know about you know about knowledge about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very amazing, very happy to hear that. Really. Special that in Bihar also Lord is known, and that too there in textbooks it's a big thing actually. So here it is, the session begins. So Fanish is there.
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm there. Actually, when I on the video, the bandwidth is consumed high, so that's why in between I'm stopping. But
No problem, no
yeah,
problem. No problem.
uh,
Now it is sufficient enough. You can just put it on mute.
uh,
And Ranjit and Prasad also can put the video on, so that the discussion will be little personal, or else it will be like uh, you know I'll be speaking to only phone. I'm not sure whether Ranjit can. Okay, Prasad can also put his video on. Yeah, thank you so much. And now I can feel that there is someone hearing. Yeah, yeah. So here it is. We have the session of the golden avatar for the Iron Age. So we can see in this uh, picture, the different wonderful aspects of the Supreme Lord. So Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So exhibiting his pure devotion for Supreme Lord Krishna, and his uh, supreme position as a supreme personality of Godhead, and also his pure devotion. So now there's a very 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 important sloka from Srimad Bhagavatam, 12th chapter, third 12th canto, third sloka. कलेर्दोष निधे राजन अस्ति हि एको महान गुणः कीर्तनादेव कृष्णस्य मुक्ता संगः परम व्रजेत. My dear king, although Kali Yuga is an ocean of faults, there is still one good quality about this age. Simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become free from material bondage and be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. Haribol, so powerful, you see. And now the question comes: who is Lord Chaitanya? He is Lord Krishna himself, teaching the living entities the proper way to approach Krishna. And it okay. It became very difficult for people to fully appreciate and take advantage of that blessing of Lord Krishna, his loving pastimes in Vrindavan, and Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So because Lord, Krishna has given Bhagavad Gita, and because Lord Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita, about um, so many things, that how one should fully surrender. So, but many people, could not properly follow that aspect of surrender, and due to that, uh, Lord Chaitanya, Lord Krishna himself has come as Lord Chaitanya. So no one but the Supreme Lord himself could distribute the highest form of devotional service, and thus Lord Krishna himself appeared as devotee. And without knowing anything at all about Lord Chaitanya, people throughout the world have enthusiastically participated in Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtana movement of chanting, dancing, and partaking of spiritual food, that is prasadam. So I think everybody has experienced chanting, but the second two you still have to experience, that is dancing and prasadam. So because we only have online discussions, so we should experience something dancing also. So maybe if we can arrange when we come for yatra in the month of June, uh, uh, we can get the other two experiences also, in Mayapur, Sridham Mayapur.
Bye.
So here it is, appearance of Lord Chaitanya. And now the very, very important question comes. Someone would like to read it?
Why should we accept him as avatar?
Yes. What is avatar? The word avatar means one who descends, or more specifically, one who descends from the spiritual sky. Now, I have a question for every one of you. How many of you understand spiritual sky and material sky? Or how many of you don't understand spiritual sky and material sky?
I have a different concept, but that might relate, might not relate. But yeah, you can.
Conception from Vedas, Vedic scriptures. More importantly, more specifically, the conception from the Vedic scriptures. I'll just show you, one of the very important picture, so that it will be clear for you. Just a minute. So actually, in material world, there is Anantagoti Brahmandas. There are millions of universes, and in spiritual world, there is spiritual world is Tripath Vibhuti, where there are you find so many. It is 3 times the energy of material world, and there are infinite. Innumerable number of Supreme Lords, Vaikuntha planets. Vaikuntha planet. So here it is. This is a picture which I want to show you. So Prasad and Megan, can also put their videos. It will be more personal, as I said. Haribo, yeah, welcome. So here you can see, the picture. You can all see the picture. So
Yes,
in this picture, you can see there is a dark, material sky with full of universes. You can see Mahavishnu, with all the universes, and you can see the effulgent sky on top. That is a spiritual sky. So Vedic scriptures very clearly expands that. You can see a lotus around the Lord Krishna.
I was about to say that. Yeah,
That lotus is actually Goloka Vrindavan. And around the Lord Krishna, all the different planets are Vaikuntha planets. They're all Vaikunthas, Vaikuntha lokas, Vaikuntha planets. So every Vaikuntha planet, there is one form of Lord Vishnu. And there are innumerable forms of Lord Vishnu presiding deities in every Vaikuntha planets. And whenever, this form of Lord Vishnu from the spiritual sky descends to the material sky to establish Dharma, he is called as Avatar. You got it? Ranjit, Fanish, Prasad, Megan. Got it. Okay. Ranjit, you could understand the definition?
Yes, yes.
Megan, you are able to hear?
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Okay.
I can hear.
So now the word avatar means one who descends, or more specifically, one who descends from the spiritual sky. So now this is a very, very famous sloka. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Whenever and wherever there is a decline of religious practice or descendant of Bharata and a predominant rise of religion, at that time I descend myself. So Megan would like to read.
Yeah, Prabhuji. Sometimes he descends personally and sometimes he sends his bona fide representative in the form of his son, Jesus, or servant, Muhammad, or himself in some disguised form, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yeah. About Jesus and Muhammad, it is given in Bhavishya Purana. That how Jesus and Muhammad are also, the messengers of God, that is given in Bhavishya Purana, about their coming. Yeah. Continue.
Purpose of avatar. Each and every avatar has particular mission and they are all described in revealed scriptures. The whole purpose of the mission of incarnation is to arouse Krishna consciousness everywhere.
पढ़ाओ नको त्याला बेस बाईस मागे बाईस
परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय कादुष्कृतं धर्म समस्त प्रवर्तनाय
परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. Continue. Yeah.
Lord Krishna descends into this world of three purposes: to deliver the saints, sadhus, to destroy,
yeah,
to destroy the,
I'm saying, Lord Krishna descends into this world for three purposes.
for three purposes: to deliver the saints, sadhus, to destroy the demonic, dushkritam, to re-establish the principles of religion.
Yeah, just like in the ploughing of field, you have removing all the weeds, unwanted weeds, and also sowing the right seed. So in a very similar way, to destroy the demoniac, to remove the unwanted, and also to deliver the saints and to reestablish the principles, right principles.
Actually, there was one question in my mind. Okay,
yeah,
I got this answer.
We'll take at the end of session, Ranjit.
No, I got my answer in this point.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, we'll just continue. Just a minute. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah. Ranjit would like to read the real purpose of avatar.
Yeah, I can read. The Lord especially unallied devotees who are always harassed by the demoniac. The real reason that God appears to give pleasure to his devotees by seeing his beautiful form, chanting his holy name, and remembering his wonderful pastimes. His devotees become greatly inspired and rapidly advance to reunite with him in
transcendental loving service. Yeah. Actually, Lord Chaitanya's speciality especially is, he came to, he attracted everybody. The purpose of avatar is to attract all the fallen souls towards God again. Like, Lord Krishna came and performed his activities so that everybody gets attracted to his form. So, and Lord Rama he came and performed his activity, his wonderful, superb activities, so that everybody gets attracted to him.
In फेंकूं सोडा.
So similarly, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to attract people by the holy names and also by his beauty, by his divine beauty. You know, you'll be like, the resplendent beauty of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so amazing. So actually, it is very natural for everyone in this world, you know, to get attracted to some beautiful form or some heroic activities and all these things. But you know, these beautiful forms which the soul naturally has attraction for is the divine beauty, and the activities, the janma and karma, janma karma chame divyam. The birth and activities of Supreme Lord are divyam. They're transcendental, and they completely purify the heart. So you can see that, you know, even these movies, you know, they also may show some like, you know, beautiful form, or you know, they imitate hero, they imitate God, you know, they try to become hero by imitating God and all, but they completely increase, you know, the dirt within the heart. You know, one becomes more violent or more lusty, and you know, the one gets more and more degraded. So the point is, all the concepts, you know, which you see in the movies, they actually copy from the activities of Supreme Lord, but the purpose is completely different. And now this is a very, very important point, because you know, this question comes actually, you know, there are so many of us hear about Avatar. Now, who is genuine and who is fake? Now, Fanish and Megan are able to hear, because I am unable to see the video. Okay. The
Yes,
Avatar.
Prabhuji.
Yeah, can you read this slide, Fanish?
Yeah. The avatar is able to reveal the cosmic universal form.
Perfect.
Lord Krishna specifically revealed to Arjuna the cosmic universal form to confirm that he was God.
Yeah.
And advanced
Cosmic universal form, matlab, you know, Vishwarupa. You know, the
Vishwarupa.
universal form. Yeah.
An advanced mystic yogi may
Yeah.
get siddhis, mystic powers that enabled him to display to his gullible devotees the form of Krishna or Rama. Yet, no yogi can display the cosmic universal form.
Yeah.
This feat can be performed only by the masters of all mystics, Lord Sri Krishna, the
Yeah.
Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Yeah.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also reveals cosmic universal form to Advaita Acharya.
Yeah. This is one of the proof. So if someone says that, you know, I'm God and all, so then ask him, you know, to show the universal form. You know, so these are perfect. You know, anybody, you know, who says this, you ask him, can you show me your universal form? So then, you know, he'll be checkmated. You know, this is one of the very powerful law. If anybody says he's God, you know, you tell him, you know, can you show me your universal form? So these days, you know, many yogic siddhis, like they, you know, do some magics, you know, with their hands, you know, mystics, and they produce some ashes and all, and everybody start accepting him as God and all, you know, get cheated actually. So unfortunate situation. No? There is some Amma Bhagwan, there is some Asaram Bapu, there is some Nityananda, some
Sai Baba.
Satya Sai Baba, and like that, you know, you can hear so many people like that, and so many innocent masters get cheated, and they started saying that they are God only, but it is only Prabhupada who said that, you know, we are not God, we are servant of God, you know. So that is the truth actually. That is Jivara Swarupa hai Krishna Nitya Das. We are eternally servant of Krishna. So you can continue, Fanish.
Yeah. The avatar performs extraordinary activities that cannot be imitated, not mean activities that can be imitated by cheap magical tricks, such as producing some objects from air. Some of the extraordinary activities of Lord Krishna are lifting the huge Govardhan hill, manifesting himself in 16108 forms, with every form doing a different activity.
Actually, yogis can expand into 8 different forms, and all the forms, they do the similar activity, yogis. But Krishna expanded into 16,108 forms, because there are 16,108 queens in Dwarka,
Dwarka.
and every form is doing a different activity. Yeah, continue.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made elephants, deers, and tigers dance together in pure love for Krishna, where deers and tigers were advancing.
Where you hear of deers and tigers, you know, embracing, one another, it is something very, very, very rare to hear about. So, what exactly the deer or a tiger is? The deer, it is a spirit soul which is having, certain conception, subtle body or conception, and it is struck up in with that conception. The particular spirit soul is struck up in the body of a deer, and similarly, the different conception of eating flesh, that is struck up in the body of a tiger. So, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there, they completely came out of their misconception of that bodily conception, that conception of life, and they came to the spiritual platform, the ultimate, pure platform, and they came to pure love of God itself. This is something mind blowing actually. So that is the power of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See, for us, to change a conception of a atheistic person is so difficult actually. Now, what to speak of changing a conception of a tiger? So that is one more powerful incident. Here you can see the picture. Deers. This is in the Jharkhand. I think our Ranjit might be familiar with it. With this play, this place is in the Jharkhand. This place is still there. Very holy place where all the deers and tigers and the monkeys and elephants. They're all dancing in ecstasy of pure love of God, and they're chanting the holy names by the power of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So continue. Finish.
Every avatar has a unique message or mission. Lord Krishna appears to give the message of the Bhagavad Gita and to give a glimpse of his eternal pastimes so as to draw the attention of conditional souls and attract them back home, back to Godhead. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared to teach us how an ideal devotee of God should behave. He came to show that by the congregational chanting of the holy name, we can achieve the highest goal of life, pure love of God. Kalki Avatar will appear 4,027,000 years
4
from
lakh
4 lakhs,
27,000.
yeah, 4,27,000 years from now for the specific mission of physically destroying the demonic people existing at that time and to inspire and deliver the peers that remain and start Satya Yuga.
Yeah, and to deliver the pious that remain and start Satya Yuga. Yeah. Maybe someone has put on mute. There is a reason. So the Kalki Avatar, which you might have heard of in the South India or somewhere. There is one Kalki Avatar, who started saying, that I am Kalki Avatar. And there is another Kalki Avatar who started saying, I'm also Kalki Avatar. And there is a court case also. Both of them are fighting with each other.
Prabhuji, we are receiving a lot of resound.
Okay.
Prasadji, can you put on mute? We will check, just check.
Prasad is able to hear?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Can you put on mute once? We will just check. There is a resound, echo sound. Is there.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, there are Kalki Avatars in South India who started saying that we are Kalki Avatar, I am Kalki Avatar and all. And there are court cases also, court fightings also. But actually, exactly when the Kalki Avatar comes is given in Shastras, that he is going to come after 4,27,000 years from now onwards. So, you have law, Shastras are our law books to not get cheated by, people, anybody and everybody. So, and now this one more very very important point. Specific markings on hands and feet of the avatar. When Lord Krishna appeared, there were specific markings on his hands and feet that identified him as an avatar. They were the markings of a flag, trident, elephant goad, and a thunderbolt. Sanchintayet bhagavatascharanarabindam vajrankusha dvaja sharoruha lanchanadhyam Vajra Ankusha Dhaja Sharoruha. So Vajra matlab the thunderbolt, Ankusha matlab the elephant goad, Dhaja matlab flag, and of course the trident. So all these are the symbols on hands and the lotus feet. You can see different symbols here. There is you can see the Ankush on the lotus feet. The right lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Right little finger, near right little finger, there is Ankush. How many of you guys can see the Ankush?
Yeah, we can. Feet
And let us see whether someone can discover thunderbolt.
thunderbolt on feet.
Yeah, on feet, yes.
Right side feet I can see. Thunder. Right side feet. There is a flag. Upwards to that flag.
Flag is there. That is Dhaja.
Dvaja.
Hmm.
What is the other one?
Thunderbolt.
I cannot see. Do I need to make?
So these are all different symbols. Actually, when Akrura went to Vrindavan, when he entered Vrindavan on the instruction of Kamsa to bring Krishna and Balrama, so then he saw these markings. This is given in Srimad Bhagavatam, and Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also has similar markings on the lotus feet and also lotus hands. So anybody says he's got, again this is one more proof you can note down. Can you show me these markings? So this is also one more very important point. Continue, finish. Yeah.
An avatar should be mentioned in scriptures before he appears.
Yes. Yeah.
Lord Krishna's appearance, Rig Veda,
Chandogya
Upanishad
as Devaki Nandana Krishna and
innumerable scriptures.
Yeah.
Buddha's appearance, Srimad Bhagavatam, 1.3.24.
Yeah, the first canto, third chapter, 24th sloka. Yeah, appears in the city of Gaya.
The names of his parents and his activities.
Yeah.
The Chaitanya Upanishad portion of the Atharva Veda foretells the appearance of Lord Chaitanya.
Hariva. Yes.
Yeah. His place of birth, activities, and the mantra that he would propagate for all mentioned.
Yes.